Hello, I am IceBeast, and welcome to The Last Federation. This is, of course, another one-off episode, although I really like this game, and it is entirely possible that this becomes its own thing, but we will see. For now, we are going to start a new game on the Advanced Start. I have played a little bit before, so we're not going to use the tutorial, but I still don't really know exactly what I'm doing. We're going to go with the default stuff. We're not going to do Iron Man. We're going to skip the tutorial and enable all game mechanics from the start. That's probably a bad idea, but whatever. And I think we're going to crash land on a random world. So what happens in this game is you're the last these guys. And apparently we ruled the solar system, but they decided to blow up my world. And so we've crash landed onto another planet where they put us into captivity. But then, when they least expect it, we are going to steal their shit. So here we are. This is the start of the game. So what is the last Federation? It's pretty much a split between like a strategy game, but a lot of the strategy in the strategy game is about manipulating sides and influence and trying to get some people to like you and other people will dislike you. And the goal there is to form the Federation, the last Federation, and become, you know, a dominant world power, or I guess in this case, universe power. And then this is the combat, which is like a semi-turn-based, semi-action combat system. Basically, you start off with this little ship right here, and this little circle right here is where I can move to. So I'm going to move like this. Alright, and then I can use any of my three weapons. So we're going to start with just the minigun, which is sort of a middle ground weapon, and then we're going to go. So here we go. Now we're out of range. Holy crap, that was a bit terrifying. Let's zoom in just a little bit, and we'll adjust the map ever so slightly. You also get these like actions that you can use. I have the Giga Cannon, which does a large amount of damage to any ship it passes through when it aims at something. The Signal Jammer causes all tracking weapons to lose their ability to track. There's the first encounter. Oh, sorry, this is the first encounter. There's Operation Kamichi, which launches 30 Kamichi interceptors, which is nice. There's Operation Zero, which launches 60 Zero interceptors, which is also nice. I can cloak temporarily. And finally, I can divert power to shields, and they have ammo count, so I can use these ones 5 times per battle, these 1 time per battle, this one 4 times per battle, this time 1 time per battle. Alright, so let's do this. This is, if you see up here, we also have the ability to divert power to weapons, shields, and engines, as well as this is our current shields, and this is our armor. And we need to kill these guys or dock with this thing, but we're going to kill these guys. We're not going to dock. We're doing okay. We are going to pull out, and then I'll show you some of our other weapons. So our other weapons we have include the Energy Blaster, which does a lot more damage to shields, and then the Gravity Lance, which does a lot more damage to hull. So apparently the AI has decided to shoot at this. We can actually have it target specific ships, but in this case I don't think it's going to be a problem. We are going to spawn a bunch of interceptors and let them help us out. Alright, so we're taking this guy's shields down. So now what we want to do is we want to stay sort of near him, and we want to use the Gravity Lance. So the Gravity Lance should have pretty much no problem killing this guy. As you can see in the bottom left corner, you can see all sorts of stats like how much DPS each of your weapons will do against them. What their Jesus Christ, my brain can't work right now. What their whole status is and everything like that. So we will just keep following this guy, and we're going to kill him probably this turn. Yep. So now we will turn around. Ooh, I probably should have switched to the Giga Cannon. Oh, I did it again. I double-clicked. Gotta stop doing that. There we go. This isn't the Giga Cannon. This is the... That was the Energy Blaster. Man, I gotta learn what I'm trying to say. And then it also, the nice thing is it tells you how much damage you did to each individual part of their ship. I'm gonna come back around and and we won outright. So there we go. We've won the battle. We've pissed off this group of people, the Ocutanes. We've lost 2 influence. We're now down to minus 102 influence, and they don't really like us. So this is sort of the overworld map. We're gonna do certain things. These are sort of options, quests we have available to us. We can visit any planet. Most interactions are either through like what you can possibly do, like hostile actions, friendly actions, or special actions depending on the race on that planet. Or you do like a specific quest, and that's going to have a specific effect on the world. And it will probably mean that you're going to go into combat again. So we're actually going to go straight into combat because we're going to give the Thraxians secret military proposal. And so let's do that. So we're secretly trying to give these guys spacefaring tech. And the reason we're secretly trying to do this rather than not secretly trying to do this is because if you do it, if you just give it to them, it pisses everybody off. And you don't want to piss everybody off. And what we do need to do, those guys are significantly faster than we are, so what we're going to do is we're going to divert a little bit of power to our engines to try to increase our speed. Chase after, double hits. We're going to chase after this one, and I'm going to use the correct weapon. I really love the audio, the music in this game is fantastic too. Oof, shields are taking a pounding. Come on. We need to put even more power to the engines. We have any hope of catching this guy. This is gonna take a while, I think. So much faster. More power to engines. Of course, the flip side is now this is making our shields even weaker. We not hit them at all. Come on. Look at that guy. He's actually, his shields are almost down. So we're gonna try to get this guy right here, actually. We're gonna switch targets, hoping to get this guy. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be working, and I'm guessing the shields are slowly recharging. Well, let's use a squadron of fighters, and hopefully those fighters can change the course of this battle for us, because right now it's just really, really slow. We need to put even more power to the engines. Yep. I'm gonna go to max engine speed here. They're still faster than us. They have some sort of like super engine doom speed device. Come on. Now we're just chasing them around like idiots. Let's try the Giga Cannon. Didn't do anything. There's a reason why I'm chasing this guy around. And it's because his shields are low, and I really, really, really want to take out those shields. But my weapons are not getting anywhere close to him. Let's try with that minigun. I think the minigun shoots more quickly. So it may have an opportunity of catching up to him. Actually, we're gonna divert a bunch of power from shields and hope that this makes our weapons a little bit more effective. It doesn't look like it's making our weapons more effective. But there is a corner to this map. I'm pretty sure. So if we fail to just keep on the inside. Come on. What's this say? That's our other. We can cloak. Within 800 all your ships and you, friendly or neutral ships you are in hold fire stance against, gain cloak. Alright, so let's try cloaking. Let's see if that changes the AI's present idea. No, it didn't seem to do anything. I was hoping that maybe if we cloaked that would effect. Hoping the AI will want to come and say hello. You know. Oh, but his shields are down. Come on. So I guess the idea here is to sort of go away. His shields are down too. Some fighters. Nice, we're actually doing some damage. I use the laser, which I think has a better chance of hitting. Nice. Guys, we're gonna actually beat this mission even though it was a pain in the butt at the first. Alright, that was fun.
The Thraxians are now spacefaring. Searching dictionary for a phrase more urgent than extreme.
There's a hilarious AI thing that just has provides great
Imminent
color.
doom is today's advice.
It's really funny.
Somebody's been playing with computers, and it wasn't me.
I
There's
really
a new virus
appreciate
called
the AI.
I-42 going around. Don't link me with any networks for a while, okay? The burlesque warlords are now spacefaring. Extreme caution is advised. They seem likely to take their constant internal wars to the solar stage.
So the AI is my ship's AI is telling me about all these things that are going on, and so some other people got spacefaring technology. What we're gonna do, we don't have a lot of money, so we might have to sell some spacefaring technology to somebody. This will cost us some money, but it'll get us some influence. So basically let me back out and just tell me what I'm gonna do. So every planet, you can take friendly actions, you can take hostile actions, or you can take specific actions for that world. So these are the Thraxians, and so I can go talk to the Thraxian Queen. I can also just do friendly actions like do some raiding. I can help them with armada construction, which will give me a little bit of money, depending on how many months I stay around. So let's stay here for 3 months. That will give us 300 credits. It will give us 1 influence. Let's do it. And we should be able to fast forward. Forget how to fast forward. I say fast forward. ×2 fast forward. Excellent. So we finished our mission. We've gotten a little bit of credit. So that's one thing we could do. The other thing we could do is talk directly to the Thraxian Queen and make deals specific to the Queen. So I could tell her to try to prioritize some technology. I could say we should destroy a pirate base. If she liked us better, she would may let us do these things, or if we had more influence possibly, depends on the thing. It actually explained it there, but I don't need to discuss it right now. So the people that just went into space are the burlesque. They just got their own ability to go into spacefaring. So we're going to actually try to make these guys like us. And what we're going to do is we're going to go... Burlesque have warlords that rule their world. And the way you can interact with them to make them like you is... So currently this guy's on top. What you can do is say, hey, let's just challenge you to a duel. And this will actually make... this will kill this guy off. And by doing so, it will give me a bunch of influence with them. So let's do it.
You keep making so many friends, it's amazing that anyone wants to kill us. We can't retreat from this one. They've got us pinned.
So we're gonna fight this guy, and I fought this guy before, and when I was just sort of learning how the game works. And basically, what you do is you're gonna want to just kite him around, and we can take a bunch of power down. And he is not too fast, so there's no reason that we need to go super fast. But these little purple things hurt like a mother. They hurt like a truck. Also, I don't know what hurting like a mother means. But yeah, we're just going to kite this guy around. I can get a ton of shields. Look at this. He's got 4 million shields and 1.1 million hull. So this is going to take a while. We'll just kite him around. It's like the good old days. We can also use one of our abilities. Oh no, the abilities are disabled in this battle, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would launch like 1 million interceptors. That would greatly help me out. We don't want to get too close because he's got a pretty gnarly laser. And then these things also hurt really bad, as I said. Might need to go just a little faster. But the funny part is we're gonna fight their warlord, kill their like top warlord, and that's gonna make everybody like us, including that guy's own clan. Just seeing where we're at, we've done about half damage to his shields. So now we're not hitting the shields very well. You do kind of want to go in a straight line as much as possible, because your ship is better at aiming in a straight line. You can see we're sort of missing right now. See, there's that gnarly laser, and as you can see, he totally took out our shields in one shot. Luckily for us, we can just sort of go away, and we'll slowly recharge our shields. That's what happens when you get a little too close to that guy's beefy ship. Now, if you're wondering, your ship fully repairs everything after the end of combat, so you don't have to worry about like ship maintenance and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit too easy maybe, but we're gonna go just a little slower to try to keep this guy in our sight, so to speak. I gotta be careful for the pink things of doom. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go full speed this way. How fast you're going governs how fast you can go the next turn. So you sort of can speed up in each turn. Eventually you hit your cap. Oh, his shields are down. Yeah, his shields are fully down. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch weapons to the... Normally I'd use the gravity lance, but I believe this guy has a defense against the gravity lance, so instead we're going to use the minigun. See, if we hover over him very briefly, you can see that if you look down there, it says your DPS against this, and it says minigun number 1. So that's what we're going to use, the minigun. Hopefully we can win this battle pretty quick. I don't think it should be much of a problem. And then maybe I'll try to show you a few more of the options before calling it off. I would recommend looking at a Total Biscuits video if you're more interested in this game. He did a really good video on it and went into more depth about what you can and can't do and stuff like that, and you know, pretty much quality Total Biscuit content that you always get if you watch any of this stuff. But I love this game. It's a lot of fun. And I'm really interested to get more into some of the intrigue stuff, like influencing one person at the cost of another faction. And I'm also interested in the more complex combat. I'm told that as the game goes on, combat can get really complicated and dangerous. I did lose the very first time I played, just because I fought this guy actually, and didn't realize that his weapons were so OP. Just got owned. Like 2 seconds of the battle, I got owned. But we've won this battle. So that's not a problem, and we've gained 80 influence. We went from -17 to 80. Not bad at all. Or 67, I should say. -17 to 67. Or whatever it was. Either way, they like us now, which is great. I'm not complaining that they're happy with us. So we have 2 people that are happy with us. The goal is to try to get some set happy with you so you can form the Federation. These guys aren't happy with us because we stole their spaceship. But we can maybe elevate another group and they'll become happy with us. We probably won't elevate somebody yet until I make the Thraxians like us just a little bit more. Once the Thraxians are a little happier with us, it will mean that I can... it will make more sense then to try and make other people sell spacefaring technology to other people, because then everybody else won't be quite so mad with us, basically, is what I'm trying to say. This is our original home world. We can come here and try to see if we can find anything left over from us. That's another option as well. I can also show you now some of the other actions I think I can take with these guys because they like us. So I have a lot of leverage over Ribfur. So if I come to Ribfur, I could possibly blackmail him. The only reason I don't is I don't have no evidence. And I could give incriminating evidence, but again, I don't have any evidence. I'd have to find some blackmailing evidence, which you can do later on. I can also say, you know, you guys should accelerate your warship mobilization, or you should invest in infrastructure. And I'll say, actually, they should, and it costs me leverage, not money, which is kind of cool. I'm going to say that they should invest in infrastructure. And so that's basically the basics of the game. You can also go to the black market, which I'll go through real quick. Use the black market. You can sell slaves, you can buy or sell bribe items, you can buy things for your ship, you can hire goons and people to help you out. That's basically what you can do in this menu. This is sort of like your your marketplace where you can buy and sell a lot of things. Anyway, this will tell you how many defensive armadas they have and the power level of each people. So these guys are doing pretty good compared to this guy because we sort of effed them up at the beginning of the game. If certain races become too powerful, they can basically just overwhelm all the other ones and make it very difficult for you to form the federation that you want. So anyways, and these are all the events that are sort of happening right now in the world. So we could try to go on this quest, for example, or we can ignore quests. We have ignored a quest. But yeah, so we can do this. We can look at older notifications. There's a lot of things you can do in this game, and I really encourage, if you have any sort of interest in, I don't know, like, this is like a weird 4X game, but the way you build things is by influencing other cultures, and you have to get them all to like each other, even though that's impossible. As far as I can tell, you're always going to get some people who dislike each other. It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to spending some more time in this game, and I hope that you guys check it out as well. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this brief episode about the Last Federation, and I hope to see you on the next one-off.